Hey Sagittarians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your 3-month ahead spread here. So your meditation, I want to say torch bearer to you. It's like, what'd you say to me? Torch bearer. I heard the song Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. And I saw you as the Sagittarian collective as a circus context where you are the, what do they call those folks, the ringleader, the host of the circus, holding this flaming circle, right? And I saw that to get to you, to be a part of your universe, your reality, your circumstances, whatever it was, person, place, or thing, had to pass through this burning ring of fire. And whoever made it through the burning ring, as it were, got to stay. And whoever didn't was, more or less left behind or to the side or, disintegrated for, recycling or whatever have you. It very much feels empowered, but it also feels like with that, it's not like this is in your energy in terms of you stay, you go, whatever, living my best life. I mean, that does feel like what you're doing, but I saw you guys as, the Ringmaster here, holding up this flaming circle above your head and having it be a torch for a lot of people. So it feels like there's this process of elimination and discernment that's happening within and for you that is aligned with your greater purpose. And so it's like what you have time for is privileged time. It's special time. And it's almost as if by doing that, you have less time for the arbitrary, right? And that's very much what it feels like. But it feels very empowered. It feels like you are a torch bearer for a large group of people, even if this is just for your given environment and your, given group of contacts, it feels like it's quite the responsibility and you enjoy it for sure. It feels right, with and for you, but there is a responsibility inherent in that when you are being the light, literally, for other people. So let's go ahead and get your animal energy for the next 3 months, and then we'll get some tarot and advice. But of course, oh yeah, hello and goodbye. So this is the fish. Hi. This is your overall energy for the next 3 months. This is so beautiful. This also has an inherent energy of flow to it, right? Going with the flow, moving with the given current that you're in. But also fish is also related to, prosperity, luck. This is an incredibly lucky animal energy to come up for you. Also equates to sort of a 7 of Cups energy where there's a high optionality, and that if there's ever any danger of feeling overwhelmed or confused or like you're in an impasse in any way, shape, or form, that is probably because you are not going with the flow to the best of your ability. So when in doubt, align yourself with the given flow and don't fight the current, okay? Let's get a tarot, but I love it. It feels very auspicious. I'm also, that ring of fire I saw y'all holding up, and then we have this red half moon here. Let's get a tarot for y'all. Hello and goodbye. So we have 7 of Pentacles here too. This is really funny in a really wonderful way. To clarify the fish here, 7 of Pentacles is about trusting that the seeds that you've sown will bear fruit. So do you see these two? What are these? I think they're elk. I'm not sure. Anyway, you see these two fellows in the background kind of hooking horns, and I feel like this is you in the foreground sort of going, I've got my eye on the prize. I've got my focus on my purpose here, and anything that is out of alignment with that does not have any place in my given time frame, right? So it's kind of hearkening back to the meditation here, but I feel like on a larger overall message, the medicine here is that to trust your path in the time that it wants to happen in, right? Trust that everything that happens and the way that it manifests is all within a greater divine purpose, and that if ever you feel impatient, frustrated, confused, or at a loss, again, it's about clicking back in with that natural flow and coming from a place of, a lot of people don't like the word surrender, I understand that. So come from a place of allowance, allowance, and all you have to do is just align with allowance, so to speak, and that's going to be the key and the movement and the way forward from any feelings or experience of stagnation that you may encounter over the course of the next 3 months. So let's go ahead and get your advice, why don't we, though? Advice. Oh my god, the turtle. So I am sensing a theme. So turtle's a really beautiful energy. This is very much about going at your own pace, you don't say. But turtle also equates with a 4 of Wands type of energy, which is about appreciating how far you've come. Taking a moment or a series of moments to celebrate the small victories. Also, this equates with your home life, your home reality, right? The turtle literally carries its home on its back, and home is wherever the turtle is. I feel like there's a really happy energy around the home life here for you. This could be interpersonal relationships for sure. Very oftentimes a physical place isn't our home as much as, our family is, or another person is, or we are within and for ourselves, right? This is a beautifully auspicious energy for you to be going on, from an advice perspective over the next 3 months, appreciating where you are wherever that is and celebrating it as well, right? I feel like anything can be cured. Any case of the blues or frustration or sadness can be cured by just taking a moment or a series of moments to acknowledge how far you've come. And that's really at the forefront here. It feels really good. And I also feel like, that in line with the yep, exactly. I'm so obsessed. That with the meditation in terms of like being the light for others and being that torchbearer and having that selective time as well really falls in line with this as well, because I feel like you are being geared up to really change things. With and for yourself, but for another group of people as well. I feel like this has a lot to do with your mission statement and your purpose. And this is aligning you down that road because, again, with the 7 of Pentacles, this is about work and efforts that are long-lasting in nature, right? And have to do with, the material realm, the physical world, the home, money, the physical experience, as it were. You have the Hierophant, which I'm so obsessed with. And the 2 keys here, just like keys to the palace, home life here, right? The Hierophant is such a beautiful energy because it's very much about everything being exactly as it's meant to. This is just another way of looking at saying, like, this is your advice, trusting that exactly where you are at any given moment is exactly the best place for you to be. And it's all about the mental state of going, you know what? I am finding satisfaction in the given moment that I am in. And by doing so, it's going to inform the moments that come after, right? Also, polar bear is such a beautiful energy for you to have with this turtle energy as well, because there is an aspect here of inner reserves and strength and family that are coming up here, because polar bear does represent ancestors and familial structures. So there's something about your foundation being strengthened by your friend group or familial group or your community as well that feels very, very positive. I'm completely here for it. Let's go ahead and get an oracle. I have this new oracle deck that I'm living for. It's flowers and poetry. And so it just feels really good for the springtime that we're experiencing here in the Northern Hemisphere. Oh my God, I am so living for this. Okay. Lily, majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. I have a slight problem with that rhyme scheme, but I'll allow it. Now, I feel like with the lily and the, emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare, majesty and virtue, I feel like this is directly correlating back to the opening meditation of whoever gets through that fiery hoop, it's a sort of feeling of privilege, right? Where you're being incredibly selective about, who and what you have time for from a place of love and discernment, not from a place of like, and you're fired and you're cut and you're out of my, and I'm, cleaning house of all the toxicity. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like, a loving release. And also by doing that, you're allowing yourself more time and energetic reserves for your purpose, your mission statement, why you are here and what you are working on, the seeds that you are sowing and that you are trusting are going to bear fruit, right? And that feels like what this is saying in a really lovely way, actually, because when we think about rarity as well, that feels very true here in terms of, the position you're in, the person that you are, the mission that you're on does not feel arbitrary. It does feel rare. It does feel important, and it feels noble as well. And I say that too because the polar bear is also a symbol of nobility in a lot of ways. So keep doing what you're doing, Sagittarius. I'm absolutely here for it. You have all the support you need. I would say always within you, but also around you. It feels like you have a lot of good support around you, and that feels really beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, this is your 3-month ahead spread. I so hope that this helped and resonates. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching. With that being said, and as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.